Hi, my name is Sydney Hazlett and I'm with Sockeye Consulting. Today we're going to take a quick look at the ownership module Sockeye's application team has built on top of Sage Intacct. This product addresses the need to track complicated ownership structures across multiple entities, both for reporting purposes and distributions. The underlying structure uses statistical accounts and AP processing, but it enables users to view, transfer, and distribute cash from a streamlined UI. Here you can see the ownership management module looks like any other module in Sage Intacct. I'm going to click on the ownership application and I've preloaded this screen for what that looks like. Here's the home page of the application. When I click on this view by owner, I can select a reporting period. Any of the reporting periods available in Intacct are available in this dropdown. I'm going to scroll down and look at the end of June 2022. Now I can pick which owner to look at, and it will show me all of their investments across the multi-entity structure. So Joel has investments in Sockeye Consulting for 5% and Joel's Beekeeping for 75%. I have investments in BS Holding Company LLC, Sockeye Consulting LP, and Hazlett Hay Billing. And you'll see here that the 5% is noted as a change during the period. So the start of the period I owned 0% and then there was 5% transferred. If I click here on the second part, stakeholders, it's going to look in the opposite direction. So I'll pick the entity for the same period, June 2022. And now if I click on one of the entities, it's going to show me the ownership in that entity. So we're looking here at Sockeye Consulting LP, and it has 3 owners, and it's going to show the change of where ownership transferred during that period. On a few more of these, if it's 100% one owner, it will show that. And if it has multiple owners, they'll be listed out with each of their percentages at the start of the period, the end of the period, and any changes during the period. The next thing we're going to look at is actually transferring holdings from one owner to another. So I'll go down here, look at Joel's Beekeeping as the original holder. Joel's Beekeeping owned anything. Let's see if Joel does himself. 6/1/2022. And it looks like Joel has 2 investments, one in Sockeye Consulting and one in Joel's Beekeeping for 75%. And he is going to transfer over 25% of that to Brian. Type in 25%, click review, make sure everything looks correct, and then post that transfer. And there we have that 25% transferred over. And so that will be reflected in the statistical accounts that can then be used in reporting. The last thing we're going to look at today is how to distribute cash. And so right now I'm at the top level. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Sockeye Consulting LP tab where I've slid into the entity level and click on the distribute cash either here or here. I'm going to grab a period that I want to distribute the cash for. So I'm going to choose June 2022. And then this is going to show me there are 4 different things that are being brought into this calculation. So I have amounts from different investment distributions that have come in. All of that's configurable by configuring either a percentage of a GL account or a specific amount during the period. It's going to give me a subtotal here of amount to distribute is $86,158.83. And then I have this management fee that's also a configuration. So it's saying that 10% of just this one item, so 10% of that, is being taken out first. You could also have this go as a preferred amount to a certain investor, a management fee, or anything else that needs to be paid out before you're distributing cash can be set in the calculation configuration. We'll scroll down, we have our new subtotal, and then this is an input field, so I'm allowing an input of any amounts I want to stay within the entity and not be distributed. I think this $1,000 is probably accurate, maybe 1,500. And then it's going to change that net available to distribute based on all of these numbers. Up here at the top right, you can see that it's showing me what those amounts are going to be. And then I'm going to click Review Distribution, make sure everything looks correct, and post that. I got a pop-up that says it was successfully posted, and so now I have those AP bills out there to go and process in the normal way I would process checks or ACHs to get money out to my owners. As you can see, this add-on package provides a single UI to manage ownership and standardized tracking and distributions that in my experience are usually held in large external spreadsheets. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or would like a live demo. Thanks for your time.